Then you can give that one to Dawn.
I do like it because it's the Bela Lugosi Frankenstein, isn't it?
I can't see how you're all on. I'm doing the live show bit. We should be live.
Yes, we're up.
Are the goons on tonight?
I don't know, I'm not seeing it.
I haven't got a fucking clue.
Oh,
What's the matter?
got mic feed on front.
I'm going to say, I know it's not us live, I'm going to say, because I'm muted. I think I'm muted. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not muted. No.
Good. Why? It sounded fantastic. The little bit I saw on YouTube sounded brilliant.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Home Service Live, where seem to be having technical problems again with the sound. Everything? Can we hear you too?
I hope so.
Testing, testicles, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Well, you two are coming through all right.
Fits in the palm of my hand.
Hello everybody, hello everybody in chat. Can you just confirm that you're hearing us all quite clearly and precisely? That'd be
What you
grateful.
saying, boy, my little thief?
You're on mute, says Ben M. Dare someone to tell Mark he's muted.
I'm muted. I shouldn't be muted.
Yeah, we can hear you this end. Hold on.
No, I'm definitely not muted according to this.
SoulOhm's a bit soft. You need to be harder, dear boy. Harder.
I'm soft. I'm
No,
always
I
soft.
can hear you. You're certainly not muted, but you're very low.
How's about that?
How's about that then, guys?
How's about that then? Whoa, that seems to be a bit pitchy. Yeah, I should be all right on that.
Use the right mouse.
You're coming through good, Mark. Oh, thank you. Oh.
Hello, London. You're coming through loud and clear.
This is the BBC London calling. Hello, everybody.
Your points for the Eurovision. Mark, nil point.
Nil point. Yeah, it should be all right. For some strange reason, this has gone a bit. It did it last week, and for some reason, I don't know why, it's just gone a bit.
It didn't like the move. That's what that was.
Oh no, it's been fine up until last week. I've had an update on OBS, so it's all like.
I'll blame Harley.
You blame Marley?
I'm blaming Harley.
Well, yeah, we can blame Harley.
It's a conspiracy, I tell you. Conspiracy.
Oh,
And if you
definitely, Bill Richards. I'm on ITV. We're an independent television broadcast.
Indeed. Yes, if you missed the show last week with Harley, catch it up.
Yeah, it was good. I
we
enjoyed
covered
it.
some
And
base.
big shout out to Harley as well.
Yes, indeed. And we missed our little Stevie.
Hello.
Back.
We missed you.
Yes, I'm back.
How can you not love that face?
I don't want to take that as a compliment or not.
Take it as a compliment, dear boy. Take it.
Take it,
Yes.
boy. Take it.
Take it.
Okay then. What do you want me to do with it now? I've taken it.
It's all right. I'm just still checking, making sure everything's all right.
Yeah, no, it's nice to be back. I don't know if the guys and girls out there knew Jules was diagnosed with pneumonia, so I've basically been looking after her for the last 2 weeks. And then unfortunately last night it looks like it's come back with a vengeance. So the poor bugger's back on antibiotics and steroids again, struggling to breathe. So she's to try that for a week to 10 days, and if it doesn't clear it, then she may need to get into hospital to go on oxygen. So yeah, life's shit, innit?
Yeah.
Apart from that, barbecue weekend was a good laugh. A bit damp, but good.
Mr. Richards. Betty's looking more like Brian Blessed with the silence.
Aye, my Hawkman.
Gordon's alive!
Gordon's alive.
Oh, bless you.
I just need the kinky suit with the bandoleros and the furry pants he had on, and it looked like was it a blunderbuss?
Yeah, and don't forget the wings.
Oh, and the wings.
And the helmet.
This is getting kinky now.
No, we missed you.
Steve wants to look at Betty's helmet.
Makes a change. He normally wants to polish it.
Stop it.
to see if it's got a genie in it.
John's been to the zoo with all the family and grandchildren. It was hot but a lovely day and got me new car, so all is excellent.
How's it been hot today, though?
Been bloody ridiculous.
It was 29 degrees when I left work.
I can guarantee when I pick the kids up on Saturday, it's going to piss it down.
Oh, God, yeah.
Apparently we are forecasted to change for the weekend. We were supposed to get bright sunshine here today, but apparently we're now getting it tomorrow. So we went for a walk this morning. Roughly about a 4-mile walk it was. And we got there, it was 22 degrees, but by the time we finished, it was up to about 26, and the humidity was a fucking killer.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially up your end anyway.
We were right by the River Clyde, and just yeah.
Are you referring to his swamp ass?
As soon as I said it, I saw at the corner of my eye. I thought, yeah, I know where he's going with that one. Liquid talc.
Yeah, I haven't suffered for that this year, actually, because of the liquid talc. That stuff's a godsend for fat folk.
Yes, Dawn's been cooped up writing a dissertation. Martin Saunders, BFG to Betty. This poll is very dirty. I say.
Would you like to slide down it?
Shall we say hello?
With your fireman's outfit on.
Talking of chat, are you going to say hello to him?
I think we better. Don't, because I came across the filthiest Fireman Sam joke. And there's no way I was putting that on my feed. No.
Why not?
It was rude. It's dark. So, good evening, BCV. Hope you're well, Stevie and Jasper. Not too hot for the poor fellow, I hope. Bill Richards, good evening, darling. Mwah. Huggles, Don W. Yes, hello, Huggles. Yes, Faxi M's. Safe. Good evening. Chico, dude.
Chico, fist bump. Hope you're all right, buddy. Hope your foot's all right.
Mr. Khan from Zeus Juice UK. Good evening, sir. I hope all is well. John Jacks. Good evening. Welcome. If you're wondering what the hell's going off, so are we.
So, what am I watching here? Who are these clowns?
God.
Speak for yourself.
Honk, honk. Right. John Vaping Joke, I hope you had a fantastic day with the family, mate. You can't beat taking the kids to the zoo. It's fab.
Yeah, and then feeding them with the... Oh, sorry.
Stop it. Mark H, EVL, I hope you had a fabulous day behind the counter, sir.
Make elbow.
Mr. Saunders, good evening, sir. I hope the world is well and the pills are all red and blue. Mick Blizzard, good evening, sir. Good evening indeed. Fierce bum. Some geezer's nightbot. SoulOhm, he's a...
Am I in? Where
You're in.
mine? Because I ain't posted out.
Oh, I don't know, but you're there. Stuart Valentine, Voice of Australia.
Good
Good evening, sir.
G'day.
G'day.
The ever voluptuous, vacious Vapor Bunny. Huggles. Honk, honk. And last but by no means least, John the Village Vapor, the man with the most huffable beard in Christendom. Indeed. Good evening, sir. And let's see who slipped in my back doors this evening. They were very gentle. They were.
Oh, Jason's off to Great Yarmouth tomorrow. Awesome. I loved Great Yarmouth when I was a kid.
Pasty, good evening.
Pasty,
Jane Dowd. Buggles. Jane Dowd, good evening, Mom. How you doing?
Mom.
We got...
I'm sure I saw Julie in there.
Yeah, we did see Julie. Yes, she likes the tip between her lips. Bless her. Snowman, dude, how you doing? I'm guessing a little soft this evening. It's far too warm. Far too
I'm
warm.
melting, I'm melting.
And who else we got? I think we've got everybody there. Yes. It's all good. Jane, Julie, if you're still about, Buggles!
Give you all goals. We miss you.
We do. Kaz, good evening. You weren't on my list, darling. Buggles?
Mr. Paul Denby's just snuck in the back door too.
Paul, thank you,
Paul.
darling.
Hello.
Buggles?
All goals.
Mr. Carruthers, good evening, sir. Andy wasn't on the list either.
Two things.
G'day.
Yes.
Is that everybody?
I believe that's it, dear
Well,
boy.
before we go into, because we've got a lot to cover this. Well, not that lot, but we've got stuff to cover. We will be testing the new raspberry sherbet from Johnny's Juice. We'll also be doing the Project Vapes and Johnny's Juice giveaway. Also want to thank our other sponsor, which is CC Coils. If you want 25% off, discount code, there you go.
Yep.
Want a quick little discussion. It's only a little one. I have noticed there is a lot more anti-disposable vapes going off at the present moment,
That's
Yep.
been good.
to the point that even the BBC on their news channel had probably about a 20-minute thing about it all.
They've been doing it for a while, to be fair.
I've just noticed, me personally, I've noticed it's increasing quite a lot.
Yeah. There's quite a lot been happening in the Scottish regional news as well about it.
And a lot's down to it is not the children or anything like that. A lot's down to it, the actual disposing of them.
Yeah.
Quite a few places have had fires because of it.
Now, I'm not seeing that bit.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's going in fires and bins and skips and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, that I can understand if a lithium battery is getting crushed. Yeah, I mean,
I
it's going to go
think it
boom.
was somewhere down in Somerset. They've had 3 dustbin lorries go up because of them.
And you're looking at like 80, 90 grand for a lorry.
Ouch.
So I thought it was an interesting take that they're not going down the it's for the kids and all that lot. No, they're on about the environment side of things, and that's where they're pushing it.
That got brought in tail end of the news run with the Newark MP, where she was pushing for a flavour ban. And when that went through the Lords, they were sort of saying, whoa, we're not too keen on the flavour ban, but the disposables.
Yeah.
And the BBC did a small bit about the environmental impact then, but I haven't seen the stories about the lorry bin fires.
Yeah,
I mean, here's one. It's from this is from June actually. Pressure's growing from Scotland's councils, and it appears to be quite a lot of them. Environmental and health bodies for a ban on sales of disposable vapes ahead of the expected imminent publication of a review by Zero Waste Scotland. 23 councils in Scotland have signed up to the campaign calling for a ban on disposable vapes because of the health and safety side of things.
I can understand
See, let's
it.
face it, the only real place that you can dispose of a disposable vape is a dedicated recycling centre. And they was even the BBC was saying that how many people are going to go and find a recyclable centre just for one vape?
Well, to be blunt, I mean, if you live in the same council area that me and Mark do, the buggers won't recycle anything. So you end up taking all sorts to the recycling centre.
No, the one at Retford, that's a recycle centre. They accept them. They accept batteries and that lot. But let's face it, somebody in Retford Town Centre or Doncaster Town Centre, are not going to, once their vapes run out, think, right, I must responsibly go and find a recycle centre and take it there, are they?
Oh,
They're
right,
just going to throw it in the bin.
Because otherwise you get a 50 quid fine from some arsehole in a suit.
I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, recently I've seen actually quite a lot. You know, the battery disposable oh, fuck's sake! I don't know what's wrong with my teeth tonight. The battery disposal bins in supermarkets, and there's quite a lot of disposable vapes inside them, which I'm surprised that people are actually doing that.
I suppose that's a good thing, though.
I'd rather see that than, yeah. I mean, I'd definitely rather see that than it going into a bin where it's going to get crushed in a bin way.
You see, my old batteries, whenever I've got rid of my old batteries, you know, my 18650 or my 21700s, what I've always done is taped them up with insulation tape and then take them to the supermarket and put them in battery bin.
I've got a box full of used old standard AA's that I need to get down to the supermarket. That's the joys of being a PlayStation owner. Eats the batteries.
See, what I thought was quite interesting, though, that all the comments about disposable have not been about banning flavours, about children, and I thought it was a refreshing change that even though they're complaining about it, they're taking it instead of, oh, you've got to think of the kids, they're actually talking about the environmental side of things, which I think is brilliant. Because we've been saying it all along.
Yeah.
I mean, even back when I was reviewing all those years ago, and it was when sort of like disposables were there, and even I was saying, I kept on asking the companies, how do you recycle them? And not one single company that I reviewed for could give me an answer.
Now, Jason, admittedly that's Tesco's, but they've been doing that with the vape shops for a while now. So if you bought the Riot bars, you took them back to the shop, and for every 10 you got a discount on a Riot bar. So that's been running for about 18 months now.
But by all accounts, aren't disposables going to get banned?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything official.
Yeah, but they're talking. I mean, I just found something here actually, because they're talking about a complete European ban by 2026.
Oh.
Here we go. Yeah, it's actually on Ash Scotland's website. They're still banging on about the paediatric side of things, you know, for young kids vaping and stuff. I'm trying to find it now where it was said. Yeah, right at the very bottom. With the EU looking likely to ban disposable e-cigarettes by the end of 2026, Scotland has a great opportunity to re-establish itself as a leading public health nation and protect Scotland's ambition for a generation free from tobacco by prohibiting the sale of these health-harming recreational products in 20. See, Scotland want to ban them by next year.
That could have interesting impacts on Expo.
That would have a hell of an impact in the Expo. That would have a hell of an impact in the vaping scene as a whole.
Yeah,
I think it'd end up falling on its arse, to be honest.
Me personally, I don't want them banned. And the reason why I said there's a reason behind it. Once you ban one thing, what else are they going to ban? And it's as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean,
let's face it, they don't have to ban them. All they have to do is restrict the sales of them. And we've said it countless times on the show. You can only buy them from an official vape shop. That's it.
Yeah. Totally 100% agree with you, but they won't do that. They'll just get this. It's the tunnel vision thing. With governments, they just say, well, that's it. They'll just ban it. They don't want to look at the alternatives. They just want to ban the whole damn lot.
Yeah.
If they don't ban it outright, they will tax it into oblivion.
Yeah.
That's already been talked about.
The thing is, it's if and when it does happen, it's going to end up getting underground anyway. Because you'll still get some guy down at your local market going, "Why buy a disposable vape?"
100%. Bunny's just said it. From a health professional point of view, Martin, I mean, I'm not a health professional strictly in terms, but I would still rather see that kids vape than smoke, but there's other people it impacts, such as those with mental health disorders who do smoke heavily, and vaping is a massive lifeline for some of them.
I think disposables in the right hands are invaluable. I mean, you think of somebody that's visually impaired, somebody that's got, dexterity problems. A disposable vape is brilliant for them.
See, I've always thought, especially now you brought the visually impaired in, why don't they have things in Braille on it?
Yeah, it's true.
Flavour, strength, whatever. It wouldn't be hard. It's a couple of bumps in the plastic.
It's a good idea. I mean, we spoke about it on this show, donkeys years back. And we've always said that vaping has been very not inclusive to the people that have got impairments. Like you said, people that have got poor eyesight, dexterity problems and things like that. And I think the only vape device is a disposable for somebody that, I mean, you imagine if you've got really bad hands, filling up a little pod system could be very, very difficult for you.
Yeah.
If you're visually impaired, filling up a AIO would be difficult. So a disposable would be perfect for them.
Evening, John. Yeah, I mean, the auto draw systems are brilliant for that. You know, you can feel where the top is, you can rest it on your lip, you're not going to burn yourself. All good. It's not like you can see the juice level anyway.
I totally agree with Bunny. Supermarket, you see, that's where the problem does lie. It's your supermarkets, your corner shops. It shouldn't be in there. They should be in a vape shop.
What bugs me is when you walk into the Morrison's in Retford, there's bloody great stand with all the juices on and it's Nick salts and no explanation about what they're actually showing. So you got Nick salts on one side and then you got 10 ml juice on the other.
Yeah. Which
is base. You know, some poor sod picks up the wrong one, they're in for a hell of an evening.
I mean, the amount of times, especially when I worked in Retford, there used to be a shop further down that used to sell that 888 for £1. And then they'd come into our shop and say, wow, that's well expensive. I can get one for £1. And you're thinking, yeah, do you know what you got down there? And people are like that.
Oh, don't. 808. Oh, I know some people swear by it, but no.
I've tried a few of them. They're fucking rank.
Oh yeah, I mean we know Village. I mean it's never going to happen, but hindsight is a wonderful thing. They should have nipped this in the bud right at the beginning, and only a vape shop can sell vape products.
Only vape should be sold wherever cigarettes are sold. I would argue that one fee. Because the problem is fags are everywhere.
Yeah.
And your average guy in a corner shop, if he doesn't vape himself, ain't going to have much of a clue. And also, I mean, Gordon Bennett, there was one particular newsagent that was responsible for the loss of eyesight for a number of teenage boys in Retford. You know, this is
but the thing
material
is, though,
should be in 18
if you're a newsagent that sells cigarettes, you've got to sell the vapes as well, because half the vapes now are owned by the tobacco companies.
Oh God, yeah.
So it's sort of like, if you want to sell our whatever 20 cigarettes, you've got to also stock our vape products, and that's the big problem as well.
Hey, John's just summed it up. Not without proper training, how can they recommend it for the customer? 100%.
See, even when I worked at the vape shop, we used to sell CBD. Now, I never had a clue about CBD because I don't use it. I've never needed it or anything like that. But we used to have to sell that, and I always felt uncomfortable selling it.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is with the likes of CBD, it's come to light after the big wave of it, everybody tries CBD this and that, and it'll help you sleep and make you a man and do various bits. What they don't tell you is that you can build up a resistance. So if you start off at a really high level, you're buggered. You're far better working your way up.
But I totally agree with Mark H. Vape knowledge within the general public is very poor. It is extremely poor.
Some people don't even know what they vape.
They don't. The amount of times that people came into the vape shop and they didn't know what juice they was vaping on, they didn't know what coil they were vaping on, honestly. And it's so like, well, it says it on front of your screen. Where?
Yeah, I mean that's like a young lad that works with me just now. I mean, he's only 16 years of age and he vapes disposables. I said, what nicotine strength are you on? 2. Fucking let me see it.
20.
That's 20 milligrams. No, it's 2. It's 20 milligrams. I said, you get a buzz in the morning when you wake up, the first thing you take a vape? I said, I do. I feel a wee bit kind of dizzy. That's fucking why. And then one of the girls in the front office, she came wandering out. She doesn't smoke or anything. I said, what are you doing with that in your mouth? Oh, I just started. I picked one up at the weekend and I liked the flavour. I says, what nicotine's in that one? She went, I don't know. Again, 20 milligram. I says, do you feel a bit dizzy? She went, I do a bit, but I don't know what it is. I says, it's that damn thing.
Yeah.
But people just go, they just walk into a shop, well, give me 2 of them, 3 of them and whatever. But on the other side of the coin, what you've got is you've got a lot, I mean, I know for a fact there's a shop not far from here that's selling the illegal stuff. There's, you know,
50 mil.
And the higher puff count ones as well.
See, I've noticed it as well. People that have never smoked, never vaped before, are picking up disposables.
To be down with the cool kids.
Yeah, but you're into the territory there of Alco Pops. Because when we started cutting our beer teeth, it tasted like shit. If you were lucky and it tasted, you enjoyed the flavour, you were laughing. But how many times, as a 13, 14-year-old, did you knock back a can of something and go, fuck hell, just to be the cool kid? Yeah. Then Hooch came along and it tasted like pop. And it was great, and you were knocking it back, and you were knocking it back, and the next thing you know, you're horizontal.
I'll be honest with you, I've never had one.
What, Hooch?
No, never had Hooch. I've never had any Alcopop, ever.
I've had loads of them. Lovely.
Nope.
Fruity goodness.
No.
Full of vitamins and minerals.
Well, it is when I chunder it back up, yeah. Krabby's alcoholic ginger beer. Fucking hell, that stuff's lethal.
Oh, I'd have a go at that, but I've not, when I was a kid, no. No.
Well, it wasn't about when we were
drinker.
kids, were it? It didn't. I don't think it appeared until we were 19, 20.
Yeah, I was already into my Jack Daniels by then.
Our version of Alcopop was a fucking bottle of Baby Sham.
Yeah.
Or Cherry B.
Cherry B.
Cherry B, port and lemon. That was.
No, I never had a port and lemon. That's Granny's drinks.
Yeah, but that's the closest you're going to get to an Alco Pop before Alco Pops.
No, Snowball.
Yeah, Advocate.
It was a lot like Jimmy Savile.
Avocado, what it's called. Yeah.
Gordon Bennett Snowball. Whose birthday is it?
Have we got a birthday?
I think we've got a birthday. Come on, cough up. Whose birthday is it?
Whose birthday? Is it
Snowball.
Stuart's?
There's nothing wrong with the Snowball, darling. Yes. Cherry B.
I always thought Snowballs are in the realm of like your Baileys as well. And I love a Baileys.
Oh, speaking of Baileys, those naughty people at Witherspoons have put Jammy Dodgers on the menu. Chambord and then topped with Baileys. It tastes just like a Jammy Dodger. It's lethal. It's nearly £4 a shot, like, but it's worth it.
Wow.
But they also do, and this is one for the more civilized, the Tanqueray Spritzer. Highly recommended.
Oh, what?
Tanqueray gin with elderflower cordial and a little splash of apple juice. It's lovely.
Oh, that's disgusting.
No, it's fab.
Elderflower.
Oh, no, wait.
Elderflower cordial.
Don's son Michael left me a bottle of elderflower cider, and it was really nice.
It's really refreshing.
Oh, and past it, the curry chutney is absolutely gorgeous. There's hardly any of it left.
Have you been having cheese butties?
I've been eating it with the bloody spoon.
Good lad. Like a lot of kids, I started with brown and mild until I discovered double diamonds. I started with black and tan.
Yeah, I used to like a black and tan.
Yeah, it's mild, sort of chill. We've just released an apple elderflower limeade juice. I'm intrigued, Jason.
It's the
I could go
elderflower
for
that
that.
kills it for me.
Oh, I love the elderflower. Kay, good evening, darling. Hope you're all keeping cool in this tropical heat wave. Does that mean you're sat in front of the fan in the bikini, dear? Oh, are you, madam? Are you? Oh. What?
Carry
Leave me
on.
alone. I'm
You
happy
need
in my own
laptop.
little wibbly wobbly world. Fees on the 20th. Happy 21st, Stu. It's Stuart's birthday. Good evening. Happy birthday, darling.
It's Stuart's birthday. I thought it was. Happy birthday,
Yes.
dude.
Huggles all the way to Australia, sir.
How many kangaroos have you blown out?
You what? Sorry. You do
Cicero.
know that in Australia it's about 5 a.m. in the morning,
I know.
and he gets up
Cicero's
especially
comment-
to watch us as live.
Cicero's comment had me chuckling there. I ordered an escort to provide a proper spanking, Stuart. You should be there at your house in an hour or so. In front of a fan, yes. The rest, no. Way too old for that. Kay, you're not old, because if you are, I am. And I'm not having that.
And I agree with
Stouts.
Jane. I like a nice stout. I like a Mackey's.
I've grown to love the porter.
Thank you. I love you too.
Yes, I'm very partial to a plummy porter. Yes.
Cheeky bastard.
With slight chocolate overtones.
Oh, well, okay. That's just taking it too far.
Stuart says it's 5:13 now. Bloody hell, mate.
See,
That's
told you.
that's-
I'll
that's
good that for
dedication.
time. Saying
Yes,
that,
Bill.
Bill, it's been ages since I've got, ironically, Jan's just got me a Yorkshire pudding beer.
Ooh.
I've not tried it yet, but Yorkshire pudding beer.
Not sure about that one, darling. Not sure about that one at all.
I've tried the banana bread stuff, but not the.
Well, Aldi's, they do all sorts. They've got one that's a caramel one. That's really nice. They do a coffee one. That's nice, but it's a little bit strong, as in the coffee taste. But yeah, Yorkshire pudding.
I am a big fan of the cream version of the De Serrano. That's very nice. Especially over ice.
While
Lovely.
we're talking about flavoured stuff, are we going to do this review?
I think we ought to, mate. It's 10 past the hour.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a pick stuck to my arm.
So, ladies and gentlephones, the can people over at Project Vapes and Johnny's Juice sent us their latest creation, which is Raspberry Sherbet. Part of their sherbet range. There you go. Very simple bottle. So,
Oh, it is.
let's give
Simple
it a look.
label, complicated juice.
Yeah, yeah. Mine's at 3 milligrams. Just thought I'd let you know. Are we going to knuckle it?
I think we should. Oh, well, that's a smell I've not had for a while.
Oh, that's creamy, isn't it?
Well, it is on knuckle, yeah.
Mm.
Tell you what,
A slight tartness there to it as well.
It's like what?
A slight tartness
Yeah,
to
there's
it.
definitely a tartness to it.
that's not a candied raspberry.
Not overly sweet either.
No, definitely not. But saying
I'm
that,
looking-
Johnny's juice is renowned for not being overly sweet.
I'm looking forward to this.
Right, cheers. Bottoms up, ladies.
Indeed, darling. Oh, that is creamy.
That really is creamy.
You know what that reminds me of? A raspberry eating mess. And it's definitely a fresher raspberry than I was expecting.
I'm going to go posh and say a raspberry coulis.
Mmm.
It's got that freshness, it's got the tartness, that little bit of sweetness in it.
Mm.
Creaminess of.
It has got a bit of tartness though to it, hasn't it?
I'm not getting the sherbet though.
I'm
Getting
definitely
more
getting the
cream.
cream. That is different.
Tell you what that reminds me of. The sherbet from the dab. You know, there was more sweet than fizzy.
It's an old school raspberry.
It is, and it's nice though.
Mm. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. It reminds me of something and I can't think what it is.
I'd go with Steve on the coolie.
Mm.
It's definitely more of a fresh raspberry than a candy. And there is that bitterness to the aftertaste.
But it's got a lovely cream to it.
It's nice, it's lovely, mate. Definitely when you say it was a sherbet though.
Tell you what, I could do that all afternoon quite happily.
Mm.
I like it.
That would be nice with a cup of coffee.
It'd be nice with a pint down the pub as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, cider. A cider with that would be excellent. Because the apple had helped the raspberry to pop.
Yeah. That is nice, but it's not overly sweet. It's not so like that. Oh, that's going to take some enamel off your teeth. That's nice. But it does remind me of a sweet. Can you remember the lollipops
Yeah,
that used to be in wrappers?
yeah.
That. You used to be able to get the mixed fruit one, and then you used to be able to get strawberry and a raspberry. It's that.
Oh, the hard boiled ones.
No, it was like a chewy lollipop wrapped up in
Oh,
paper.
drumstick.
Like a drumstick, yeah.
Yeah, there's no vanilla with it, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And it's got that cream to it as well.
I'll tell you, it's bloody nice. I mean, I'm just doing it off the H series. And that is, that's...
Well, I've got it
nice
on my
flavour.
neck, and I've got a 0.11.
But then again, you've got to remember though, it's an American juice, so it's their version. It's not. I mean, they might turn and say it's more of a possibly a raspberry sherbet ice cream, given the creaminess of it along those lines, rather than what we'd assume a raspberry sherbet sweet, hard boiled sweet, or a raspberry sorbet.
I tell you one thing, I'll be getting a 500ml bottle. That is for sure.
That is nice.
And there's not a touch of cooling in that.
So,
Oh no cooling in it.
marks out of 10 then.
See you later, Chico. Take care, buddy.
Later, dude.
I like it. I've got to admit, I do like it. I like the creamy.
Sorry.
Steve's got wind again.
Windy pops.
The
It's
local
creamy
gentleman
to
with the
it
small
that I
penis.
like.
I'd give it a 9, quite happily. I like that.
Yeah, I think I would give it a 9.
I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay.
I'm going to give it an 8.
What would you do to
Because-
improve it?
To me, it's not a sherbet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it as a sherbet. And as I say, unless it's the language barrier type thing for America to UK, that they're saying it's a raspberry sherbet, but they call it this kind of thing. But whereas we would think a raspberry sherbet would be a raspberry sherbet, or a raspberry sherbet it's sweet, a sherbet dip kind of thing. I think that's what I'm looking for, but it's certainly not that.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not getting a sherbet. I'm definitely getting a sweet candy.
Well,
flavour.
this is why I'm thinking it's possibly a raspberry sherbet ice cream. But I did mention coulis, but an ice cream sorbet type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I'm with you.
I can definitely see you
Go,
the
Frank.
drumstick.
Yeah,
reference.
it's like a drumstick taste.
That grows on you the more you vape it. But
But you're
it's
not,
still
but
it's a
you're
nice-
not, but you're not getting that kind of nougat behind it though.
No, it's still a nice raspberry though.
Oh, it's lovely. It's really really nice.
See, I like a raspberry. I really do. I used to vape raspberry quite regularly.
And it's actually quite refreshing. I
It
find
is.
it very,
There's no sweetness. There's no cloying in the back of the throat. It's quite a sharp, and that slight bitter aftertaste is lovely because it just keeps the palate interested.
so there you go, guys. There's another one that gets a thumbs up from us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Go for it.
I think out of the last 3 we've done, that would be my favourite.
Yes, totally agree with you.
Martin Saunders, an American sherbet is a heavily sweetened sorbet. There you go.
That explains it then.
That explains it then.
But it's great. It really that raspberry really does pop though.
And the taste lingers with you even after you've stopped vaping it. It's still there in the back of your tongue.
It almost develops. That's really nice.
But it's definitely got that drumstick kind of cream to it. It's not like a fresh cream or anything like that. It's more of a sweet American candy kind of cream.
But the raspberry's not. The raspberry's more of a fresh.
Do you think so? I think
I do.
Even the raspberry, I still think it's a candy kind of
I think it's
flavour.
I think it's a candied rather than a fresh. To be honest, it's definitely not got that sharpness to it like a fresh strawberry.
No, it's still got the mega acid to it, but I'd say it's definitely more of a fresh flavour than a candied raspberry.
Think
It's
so.
not sweet like.
To be honest with you,
Yeah, there's-
I would agree with both of you. I think this is a mixture of both. I think it's got a bit of a fresh raspberry, but there's definitely a candy flavoured raspberry there
But
as well.
yeah, but then again, if they're saying it's more of a sorbet, then yeah, it will have that in it because of the sugar in it's going to add to the candied side of
Yeah.
it. I mean, the reason I'm saying it's not a fresh fresh raspberry is because I was eating raspberries a day when we were out trail walking. Right
No,
off the
fair enough.
right off
I mean,
the
let's
bush.
face it. I mean, you pick a fresh raspberry and it's so like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
When
not,
I
this is not happening with this.
This is really nice. I could quite, I'm staying on this for the rest of the show, lads.
I think this would be good in a tank.
I might try that later.
I think this would be better in a tank than actually on an RDA.
Nice in that.
At the PMP.
Brag. Oh yeah, but the BNP college.
Yeah.
Right?
Must admit, it's nice on the boost coil. It is nice.
It's nice on the mech as well.
Be interesting to see if in a proper tank, to see whether the flavour expands a bit.
I mean, I've got it quite high. It's quite warm, this vape, so I think a little bit cooler would be better for it.
Let me try it.
No, that's well. I'm sitting at 30 watts just now. I'm going to bump it up a little. Ooh. Yeah, I can't bump up any higher because of the coil that's in this. 35 watts. No.
See, for me, when I knock that up 5, the creaminess has come more to the front and the raspberry has dropped back a bit.
See, I probably got this at what? Rough guess, about 70 watts.
Oh, that's nice. Just dropped it down just ever so slightly to 34, and that's a nice balance.
I'm impressed. I've got to admit, out of all the ones that we've tried so far of the sherbet range, this is really nice.
And that's not to say the others aren't nice, because they are. They're bloody lovely, but this is something special. Yes. Yes, and if you want your chance to get your lips around some of this wonderful juice,
well,
have a chance in a minute.
Should we do it?
I think we should.
Right. I will bring it up. Obviously, the people that have entered, you can enter next week on the Facebook page. If it's not our Facebook page, it's always in either Johnny's Juice Junkies 3 and the Project Vapes website and Johnny's Juice UK and Europe Facebook page.
And if you keep an eye on mine, if you're on my friend list, you will find it. I normally stick it up on a Wednesday.
But yeah, if you'd like to enter next week's giveaway, obviously pop over to the Facebook page and there will be a pin post first thing on a Wednesday morning. Right, shall I draw it?
Please do. Just remember, folks, if you've entered, when you send your email to the Service Live Show at Gmail, make damn sure you put the keyword in. No keyword, no juice. That's simple.
Hey, congratulations, Katie Bice. I hope I'm spelling your name right. B-I-C-E, congratulations. Right, what you need to do. There you go. Tonight's keyword is berry fuel. The winner needs to email the keyword, name and address, nick strength, either 6 or 3 milligrams, to the Home Service Live Show at gmail.com. I will get my teeth out as well. So, like I said, tonight's keyword is berry fuel. So, send your keyword, name and address, and nick strength to the Home Service Live Show at gmail.com. Hey! So, congratulations, Katie. You have won yourself a bottle of raspberry sherbet.
Hey, well done.
Yes. Well done. I'll tell you what, it's got to be Chat's turn soon. We haven't had a Chat winner for a while.
Yeah, we did. I had one last week.
See in Chat?
Mm.
Didn't see him.
Yeah, Terry's missus won it.
Oh,
Mm.
oh okay.
Yes. So, congratulations.
Fabulous. Right. Well, we've done the disposables, we've done the raspberry, and I'm thoroughly enjoying sucking it. Oh, you just got bigger.
Yeah, I'm a fucking computer's crashed.
Yeah. Martin Saunders, me and Billy Lee won a fortnight ago. Yes.
See?
We like it more. We like it more. It's far nicer.
So we've got to give a big shout out to Project Vapes and Johnny's Juice for doing the giveaway. Thank you very much.
Yes, we do. Thank you, guys. And also big huggles to CC Coils for the discount code.
Yes.
Just mentioning. Just mentioning.
Just there.
Yeah, that one. Yes, well, I'm at a loss now, dear boy. I'm all raspberried. We've done the disposables. Where do we head now?
Cigar box guitars.
Oh, bloody hell.
Somebody's got into cigar box guitars. Do you want to tell the folks about your cigar box guitar, sir?
His bloody fault. Bloody is. Right. Let me set the scene. Four of us in a darkened room, all having a very pleasant evening. And all of a sudden, Mark and I nip upstairs, sort a little business out on the old PC, and I hear squeals. And I turn round and wonder what's going off. He's disappeared. He comes back upstairs with a huge smile on his face. He says very little else. Got the business done. Came downstairs. Easy, Kev. Came downstairs, and there's my good lady holding a cigar box guitar. Feeling very emotional, bless her. She'd mentioned some weeks before that she'd like to learn to play an instrument, well, a guitar. This bugger gave her the cigar box, fretless, lovely for slide play. Within 5 minutes, we're banging out a very, very rough and ready version of Back to the Boat. Just a little do-do-do-do-do. It was very fun. So every time I pop to Dawn's, twanging away and having a good giggle, then I spot a little beauty on eBay for a bargain. So next thing I know, I'm purchasing the damn thing along with a canjo. And if you're wondering what a canjo is, that is a canjo. Basically a can on a piece of string, the pickup inside. It's a very pleasant noise. Like a one-string bass.
I like that. Very pleasant noise.
This is a very pleasant noise.
To the ones that are plucking it. Sorry? What?
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 What are you on about plucking then?
I did. I said it's a very pleasant noise for them that are plucking it.
Yes. So that is my latest hobby. Yes, it is like a diddly bow.
It is a diddly bow.
Yeah. It's just a canjo.
They call them canjos because obviously there's a can in it. But yeah, they're very, very old. Very, very, very old. Well, you're going back to the early, so like in deep south of America, you're going back to so like 1900s.
Yeah, Dust Bowl period. Times was
That's
hard.
where the whole thing came from. You've got to remember that people at that era couldn't afford to buy a guitar. And it also coincides with the tax for cigars. Originally, cigars was sold separately, individual cigars, and it became cheaper via tax if they were sold in a box. So there was all this surplus cigar boxes knocking around, and it was so like, right, let's get a broom, stick a broom in it, a bit of twine, there you go, I've got a guitar.
As a complete novice, I will say playing a 3-string cigar box, doddle. It's more about how it sounds than learning the chord patterns and.
Oh god, yeah, it's just the simplistic form of making music.
It's fab. I mean, I've been sat there noodling away to myself on the sofa, probably sounding like a cat being buggered, but I care not.
It's
I've been making music.
About that. It's about making music and just enjoying it.
Having fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
I mean, went out, got myself a little practice amp, got myself a little brass slide where I'll put it. Yeah. Here we are. A little one. Mark knows how big that slide is.
Yeah, that's huge. Honestly, that's a piece of lead piping, that.
And that barely goes over the knuckle. So it's a 25 mil internal on that.
Yours is 25 mil
Yeah,
internal.
internal.
Jeeps, mine's 17.
And it just barely goes over his first knuckle.
Mine's 17 and I have to put it on my index finger.
I'm not doing that to the lovely folks in chat. That finger that's tight but comfortable.
Mm.
Yeah, I went for the Fender extra large because it was the largest internal diameter I could find.
Yeah, I've only got... I struggle to get hold of slides because I've got so much little hands and fingers. But it's ace. I mean, they are so much fun to play with. They're very... You can get quite technical with them, but you can also be just very simple with them as well. Your gating, unfortunately, stops it from...
Oh, never mind. It could be worse.
Check out that Dave Arcari. He sells glass slides on his website. I don't know if they're available in different sizes or not.
It's weird because I've tried glass. I was going to get ceramic, but I picked up an old mech body and tried it with that. And personally, I find the tone from a metal slide brilliant. I really do prefer it.
There you go, folks. There's a bit of upcycling for you. If you've got a mech lying around that you don't use, turn into a slide.
Stick it on your finger.
Stick it on your finger. But honestly, once you start getting in the world of cigar box guitars, honestly, it's a rabbit hole. It's ace to go down.
Yeah, I mean that one that I saw this evening before we went live, the one with the Boris Karloff Frankenstein picture on the front, that's stunning.
I've got a couple of bottlenecks that I've already done.
There we are. That's mine.
It's ace, isn't it?
That's nice. That
Nice little humbucker setup on it.
That's a homemade humbucker as well. It's not a factory one. That's a homemade one.
It is nice. Bless it. We shall see how it goes.
But you've even dabbled, haven't you, Betty? Because you've got your oil cans.
Yeah, I've got an oil can bass and an oil can uke. I need to get strings for the uke actually because the strings are rusted, but that's how I bought it. I got it second hand. I got it for, I think I paid 25, 30 pounds for it, I think it was.
Kev, there's most people either have 1, 2, 3 or 4. They're ace, aren't they? They're gorgeous.
As I say, I mean, apparently it sat in a windowsill for a long time. This is why there's a fair bit of rust on it. But at the end of the day, it is a metal oil can, so it's going to take a bit of abuse. But there is, as I say, the strings are a bit.
I mean,
crap.
if you're going back to what the original cigar box, it would have been a diddler bow. And we're not talking about guitar wire either. We're talking about twine, literally twine. The first lot of ones that I know about, they used to strap literally chicken wire against the barn doors, and that's how they used to play it. It was just a broom in a box. That's all it were. You must have seen well, what are they called? Them boxes, box bases.
The tea chest.
Yeah, tea chest. You must have seen them before. That's based around a cigar box guitar.
Oh, Trev, take care, mate. I didn't even see you F in. Sorry, Trev. Take care, mate.
Fist
Like,
bump.
I can't see comments now because fucking everything's crashed.
Broomstick
yeah, I mean, a
tea
broomstick
chest.
tea chest. They're the basics. It's going back to the roots of how music is created. And that's what I love about it.
Who was it had the skiffle band? Because I'm sure that's
Lonnie Donegan.
Yeah, Lonnie Donegan. Well, I mean, back in early, well, no, it'd been late 50s, wouldn't it? Especially around Liverpool, there was all the skiffle bands. So it was your washboards and things like that, tea chests, anything that you could get your hands on to make music. And it normally coincides with people that've got no money. If you can't afford to buy a guitar and you want to be in a band, you've got to either make your own or use whatever's around. Same like with drummers, using pots and pans and things like that.
That we all did as kids anyway.
Of course we did. And that's what I love about it. It's
a back to basics music, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
It's a back to basics instrument, should I say? Whereas the likes of this stuff's all fucking technical kick.
yeah.
And I think that's half the fun, because as a beginner, you're never going to pull out a Stevie Vai on your first go. One of these babies, you can sound fairly reasonable within 10, 15 minutes.
Of course you can. It's
As long as your rhythm is right.
It's so like the snobbery goes out of the window. It doesn't matter what name's on the headstock. It doesn't matter what the intonation's like and things like that. It's not all technical. It's just back to basics. Yes, you can get tablature on it and everything like that, and you can really go into it detail. But no, it's by ear. You can sort of like strum a couple of chords and that sounds good. I like that.
Well, I love it, because, I mean, you tune it to an open G, and then it's literally just going up your frets. So the tabs are like, oh, open string, twang. 1, first fret, twang. It's brilliant. It's just, as somebody that's got absolutely no music in his soul whatsoever, it's a real surprise that you can get something that sounds half reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, I up until sort of like COVID, I mean, I was gigging with it.
Well, I didn't realise how popular they were. I mean, what you normally I found when I was looking through all the adverts, it's amazing how many people refer to buskers in it. You know, and have, as I say, just having bought the little rechargeable amp, by God, you can make it sound dirty.
All I can say is the folk of Retford Town Centre, you have been warned.
Yeah, I don't tell
As I
you.
give it a few months, Steve's going to be sitting there with the cat on the floor.
The dog.
He's got to get the rabid dog first.
I'll just nick one. It'll be fine. C6 Steve's made money from it all his life. Tell you what, C6 Steve, he makes it look a damn sight easier than it is.
Oh, but still, I mean, end of the day, it's an instrument. There is a bit of skill behind it.
Yeah, stretching your fingers. I'm not used to that shit. No.
Well, the beauty about it, what with it being open, is it's in an open chord. The beauty about it is that a beginner, somebody that's never ever picked up a guitar before, that wants to play it, can get a tune out of it without having to learn really hard chords and moving your fingers in most unnatural ways.
Yep.
And you can just bar up and down. You can get a tune out of it.
He's fab.
I mean, that's where I'm kind of struggling at the moment, because the carpal tunnel syndrome that I've got in both hands is getting worse. So actually trying to get my chord shapes at the moment, hate it. My hands just start to cramp up and I can't play. It's just simple
Mr.
as that.
Saunders, I've been doing that since I was 13, darling.
See, I highly recommend that you do it. Get one of your 6 strings, tune it to open G or an open chord, and just slide.
Yeah, I might do
Because
it.
you're not actually using you don't have to. You can just have a slide and move it up and down. It doesn't
Yeah.
really. If you've got a 3-string instrument built, it doesn't matter what open tuning it is. Either C, G. I mean, I've got this one here that's in open F sharp, and the reason why I've got it in F sharp is because of how I sing.
I might do it with that this ESP that's sitting here.
All it is whatever your bass note is. It's a third and an octave. That's it.
See, I'm learning words like this. Octave. What is this business?
Yeah, we'll do it with that one.
A lot of people use, yeah, that'd be lovely
That's
for it.
nice.
A lot of people use OpenD, to be honest with you.
Mm.
OpenD is quite popular, but OpenG is sort of like the standard for blues.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest, it's easier for me because most of the tutorials that you find on YouTube, etc., are OpenG. So in order to get your ear, am I getting it to the same thing he's playing? It's a damn sight easier.
Yeah, I kind of went down the rabbit hole with the whole YouTube thing because I was jumping from video to video to video, different creator, and to a certain extent I wasn't getting anywhere. And then I thought, you know what, bugger it, I'm going to pick one or two people, and that's me.
That's what I've done.
That's what I've done. That's what I've done.
I've been watching Chicken Bone John, and there's a guy from Florida who plays a more swampy blues.
Oh,
Mike
that's swampy ass
Snowden's
blues.
another good one to watch. Mike Snowden.
Mike Snowden.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
I should
really
stick
good
that
to
in the
watch.
bank.
And if you just wanted to look at general blues and that, like Justin Johnson.
Oh, Justin
He's
Johnson.
absolutely
Brilliant.
fantastic, that bloke. He plays a shovel.
Oh, he does. He does.
I must admit, I like the hubcap guitars as well. I like the look of them.
Well, the
Oh, the
guy
rest
that
of the-
made the original hubcap for C6 Steve, I know the builder.
Name dropper. No, the hubcap resonators are lovely. They're nice.
But you can literally make a guitar out of anything. Literally, it's a stick in a box, and it's only your imagination that's limited.
I think that, and the other thing is, I mean, because it is 3 strings, you're not sort of, where do I put my fingers and all the rest of it. That's the big thing I have, because on a 6-string, there ain't the space for my pudgy fingers. On a 3-string, there is. It's fab.
What I love about it is as well, especially when I was doing it back in the day, when you're wanting to do a certain song, sometimes you had to compromise because obviously you couldn't get the actual chord that you was needing. And what I loved about it was you would do a cover version of a song, and because you had to do a workaround, the
yours.
song actually became your own. And it was so like your version of that song instead of a one-to-one duplicate of the cover. That's what I used to love about it.
Well, the other Friday, we were there, and all of a sudden, the heart-shaped box, wasn't it? And I was like, where the hell did that come from? Don't know, but I like it.
I mean, I
So-
used to do a lot of different covers, from Black Keys to JJ Cale and all them lot, and it's just, I loved it.
Oh, tell you what, I mean, the Seven Nation Army, I found a Diddley Bow version of that, so I'm very interested in that one. 'Cause
It's a very simple tune.
well, this is it. It lends itself to 1 string. Yeah.
Ironically, Fee, I've only got little hands, and they work perfect because they've got a really thin neck. So you'd be perfect if you've got little hands.
Set for mine.
Well, you haven't got little hands.
Well, I didn't realise how wide the net was until I saw Choppy.
Shall I show everybody Choppy?
Feel free.
I'll show everybody Choppy. this is mine. This is a solid body. There you go. I'm calling it choppy because it looks like a chopping board.
Oh, it is lovely.
It
And
is.
such a lovely warm tone on that.
So yeah, you can even have solid body versions.
Dribbled. That's not good.
What's up?
Dribbled.
You've dribbled.
I have a juice explosion in my hand.
Oh yeah, perfect for people with small fingers.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point of them.
I mean, the other nice thing about them is the second-hand ones, they're not a lot. You know, you're not talking silly money.
No. You know, I mean, you can. I mean, if you start looking at Chicken Bone John guitars, they're expensive.
Yeah, but that's like looking at a brand new Fender, isn't it?
It is. And you're paying for the actual quality of it's being handmade.
Yep.
Are you having problems there, Betty?
It's driving me insane.
Bless you. Village, he's not that sort of chap. I'm not going to lie, I half expected him to pull his trousers down when I heard, I'll show you Choppy.
No.
Choppy the chopper.
I only calling it choppy because it looks like a chopping board. Right, on that note, Betty, are you going to say your goodbye, sir?
Yes. Peeps, all you peeps out there in Chatland, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to be back after my 2 weeks hiatus. Tune in next week, same time, same place for more of the same. Big congratulations to our winner tonight for the raspberry sherbet. It's fucking lovely. A big thank you to Johnny's Juice and Project Vapes for supplying these for us. It's much appreciated. Mark and Steve, thanks for the warm welcome back. I really appreciated it. I feel as if I've never been away. Well, I do, and I missed it. I did it. I must admit, I missed the 2 weeks away. I was like, oh fuck it. But unfortunately, my good Lenny needed my nursery duties. So yeah, that's it. So that's a goodbye from me, folks, and I'll catch you all next week, and I'll pass it over to Stephen.
I've now got visions of Stevie in a nurse's outfit with the big beard.
Oh, matron.
Oh, matron, no. Chap, thank you for joining us. You didn't have to, but you did, and we love you for it. Been an eclectic one, but again, thank you to Project Vapes and Johnny's Juice for that lovely raspberry sherbet.
It's
Honestly,
gorgeous.
get yourself some. I think I may damn well do it. That's ruined fish and chips for me. No need, Kev. No need. Join us next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And if you're old enough to know what that means, I know. And for that, I'm going to hand you over to the gaffer.
Oh, well, that's me, innit? Yeah, forgot about
Yes.
that bit. Betty, glad you're back, kiddo. Missed you. That was a long fortnight, I've got to admit, without you. So big huggles, and I'm glad you're back, kiddo.
And big huggles to Jules as well.
BFG,
Yes,
this bump has always been fantastic. Guys in chat, you have been awesome as always. We love you to pieces. People on the replay, thumbs up and huggles to you as well. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to enter next week's Johnny's Juice giveaway, watch out on the Facebook page. First thing on Wednesday morning, there will be a pinned post. All you have to do is put your name on it. Simple as that. And then we will draw the winner on next Thursday. Yay! So very, very simple. Want to give Project Vapes and Johnny's Juice a big shout out and say thank you very much for sponsoring this little show of ours. Thank you so much. Also want to give a shout out to CC Coils. If you'd like a bit of discount, 25% on checkout, go and put in the word home service and you will get 25% off. So big shout out to CC Coils as well. Right, I'm going to wrap this one up. Oh, before I do, Katie, congratulations for winning. All you have to do is send the keyword, your name and address, and Nick Strengthly, Home Service Live Show at gmail.com. Okie dokie. So,
And can I add something else? Before you guys all disappear and log out, please give us a thumbs up before you shut the door. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Well, it's well needed, to be honest with you. Well needed. So, yeah, please. Right, from myself and my wonderful co-host, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a fantastic week. We'll see you all back here on Thursday, 7:30. So, from myself and our good fellows, bye!
Bye. Take care and may your gods go with you.
I don't think Dave Allen meant that.
Quite a lot of people may not know who that reference came from.
They do now. See?